recording. So it's Thursday, June 29th, 11:34 p.m. Pacific time. I've been awake for I don't know how many hours, probably close to 30 hours by now.
I think you've been awake for like over a day.
Yeah, a very long time. I don't know how I'm still functioning, but we're still waiting for our friend Nick and their wife to get here.
Yeah, it's been a fucking day. It's been a fucking day, dude. I don't know, like I know I briefly mentioned it before we got here, but like I wanted to like pull an all-nighter before I got on the plane, and I failed. I fell asleep like 2 hours before I had to leave to go to the airport. So I got like 2 hours of sleep, went to the airport, and like a couple hours later when I finally got on the plane and like we're taking off, I slept for I would say like most of the flight, like maybe like 2.5, 3 hours. So I haven't been awake for a full day, but like in the last 48 hours, I've gotten like maybe 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
I've not gotten a lot of sleep in the last like 2 days.
I've gotten not a single wink of sleep. I can't sleep on planes voluntarily, like I've told you. Like,
yeah,
I can only fall asleep like by accident, and even then, it's like I have to like I like jerk awake. It's like as my body just refuses to let me sleep on planes. And yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I struggle to sleep on planes a lot, but like I was just so fucking exhausted. It happened, and dude, just what a day, dude. We had Little Caesars. Our first thing we had in Los Angeles was Little fucking Caesars.
Yeah, we only consume the finest cuisine. Yeah. We arrive in this big city. We're like, yeah, dude, we're gonna have some great food, and we get Little Caesars. But to be fair, we were all gung ho about it.
But like, to be honest, we got food to feed like 5 people, and we paid like $30, bro. Like, come on, that was worth it.
Yeah,
that was fucking worth it.
And it was great. It was worth it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. And tomorrow, what's on my bucket list is the Grimace Shake. We're getting it.
The Grimace Shake. I've been wanting it for a while. I wonder if I drink it, am I really gonna explode?
We're gonna get Vincent to take us. Like,
is Grimace gonna spawn in front of me and come on my face?
I mean, his backshot's probably gonna go nuts, dude. He's just gonna go fucking insane.
Dude, so on the flight when we were flying over Colorado, I don't know why, when I was looking at the mountains, like I really fuck with the scenery of Colorado. Like I like all the hills and the mountains. Like, damn, what a pretty state. But for some reason, this image in my head just wouldn't go away. I kept thinking to Halo Reach, and like there's like this opening shot of the game. It's like this giant fucking alien cruiser that like crashed into a mountain. It's like, dude, how fucking sick would Colorado be if they had a giant alien like cruiser just crash into the mountain that's like ruins?
What a fucking insane thought, dude.
Would it not be cool though?
That'd be pretty hard. I can't say it won't be like that. That would be pretty good. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't have any such thoughts on my flight because I had the like what do you call it, like the row seat, like the seat like next to the corridor. So like my flight literally consisted of me like being asleep and then being woken up like, hey, by the girl next to me. She's like, hey, I gotta go fucking pee, and I'd have to get up and I'd sit back down and then get up again to let her back in, and then I'd fall back asleep. That was my flight.
Yeah, I didn't get up at all for my flight. I probably should have. I think because when I got off my flight, I went to the bathroom and I pissed for like a minute and a half straight.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. But that's just a bad habit that I've been developing over the course of years.
What, do you like hold it and then just like?
I hold it until I can't anymore.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's not good, man.
Well, it's all because of my old job, because I worked in like an Amazon type scenario.
Yeah. You had to meet like fucking quota and like fucking not take bathroom breaks.
You step off the floor for like 30 seconds, they fucking call you on the intercom.
That's so cringe, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's awful. Also, this is so different to me on like multiple levels because like I'm not in my normal area, like sitting in my fucking game station in my fucking gamer chair recording, and I have to like actually hold this mic up to my mouth, which is something I'm not used to, and we're recording this podcast like fucking in person. Like this is
we didn't even acknowledge that.
So, yeah, like we're face to face right now.
Yeah, we're together in person in Los Angeles, California for Anime Expo. We came here to hang out with all our friends, and I brought this equipment that I spent a lot of money on just to use it for this singular occasion.
But I mean, we'll use it more in the future, but like you bought it with the purpose.
Look at that. Our friend Nick Grinson has landed.
Oh, they're here. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know how long we're going to keep going with this recording. We're just going to go until they get here. Probably.
Well, I mean, they're going to have to get their stuff and then walk up to the Uber area and get an Uber. It's going to be probably like another hour until they're here. So we got time.
Anyways, so this stuff, since we haven't recorded an episode in like weeks.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks.
You finished Red Dead Redemption 2 finally.
Oh, yes, I did finish Red Dead 2. Yeah. Yeah, what a fucking game, dude. What a game.
Yeah.
I mentioned it like many episodes before, but like the parallel between like Rick Grimes losing his mind in The Walking Dead and Dutch losing his mind and Dutch losing his mind in Red Dead 2 is just like I don't know. That parallel is like I feel like I can't be the only one who's thought about that. Like
Probably, yeah.
they lose their minds.
Guarantee
in
there's
similar
probably
ways.
like one. If you search like Dutch Vanderlyn, Rick Grimes, Reddit,
Yeah,
there's
somebody.
probably there's probably at least one
Yeah, for sure.
who saw the similarities.
Yeah, but like I don't know. It's like I feel like I might have messed up the game. Like I might have messed up my experience with the game because of like how many breaks I would take on it because I grinded the fuck out of it and I'll take like a week or two of not playing it and then I'd get back on it and I feel like my like and I guess like my interest and involvement in like some of the arcs and some of the characters kind of like dipped because I wasn't like actively in it, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish I played it like more like at once, but man, the ending still fucking crushed me. Like that shit was sad.
Yeah,
man, Arthur deserved better.
I agree. He tried so hard, man.
Yeah,
He fought his hardest to take care of everyone.
Yeah,
Make sure he made things right, and you know.
yeah, and I do appreciate that the game, even though it's a linear game, it does give you it does give you some freedom with what you do with Arthur and like the kind of person you make him out to be. Not just with like the obvious like honor level and shit, but whenever I would go to collect debts for that dickhead Strauss, towards the end, like he wants you to get debts from people.
German bastard.
Yeah, that fucking asshole. He wants to get debts from people that are like poor as fuck who like lost their family members and like just terrible. And I had Arthur just let them go, and I had him pay them money, and I made Arthur a good ass guy, and then
Made him a super good guy.
yeah, made him a super good guy, and then just seeing him crushed at the end by everything that had been leading up to that point was just.
Were there ever
sad.
moments where you like indulged and like were like the bad guy, like chose to like do like the bad thing, like execute the guy?
Only in small ways. What's up, Nick?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Vincent's
he went
gone.
home. What's that?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really
Just say
know
something
what
gay,
to
dude. That's
say.
all you have to do.
We're in Los Angeles and we just had 3-way gay sex
Yeah.
and
Like
on the living room couch.
I still have cum all over me.
Here you go. I'm gonna give that back.
Yeah, I'm a fucking retard. So what? We should censor that and make it sound like I said something way worse.
Oh yeah, like you just dropped.
Yeah,
like,
I'm a fucking bloop.
yeah.
So
oh,
what?
yeah, you're getting canceled for that one. You're getting canceled.
Yeah. So speaking of something that you took a lot of breaks on, you spent like a collective like 17 hours watching the 90-minute episode of Oshinoko.
Yeah, I just finished that a few
You
minutes
just
ago.
finished it. What
Yeah.
are your thoughts on that?
I'm not gonna lie. Up until the last like 20 minutes, I thought like this show probably isn't for me. But I think it turned around. I think now it's like because I thought it was super fucking weird. Okay, maybe it's just been a while since I've watched an anime and I'm not used to this kind of plot anymore. But I think a grown man who is a whole ass fucking doctor who works at a hospital being a fan of this 16-year-old idol is fucking like not weird about being a fan of her, but like being a fan of her to the extent of like being reborn as her daughter and then enjoying that life. Like that's fucking weird. That is so weird to me on so many levels. But I think I can stand the show now because I think is how you say her name.
Yeah.
Hey, she was cool. I don't have a problem with her. But now that she's out of the picture, that's on episode 1. I can spoil that. I think.
Yeah, the fucking season finale aired.
Yeah.
like,
So
2
like
days ago.
now that she's out of the picture and I don't have to focus on this grown man in a baby's body being obsessed with this teenager. Now that that's gone out of the way, and it's like more so like on finding who did this and like getting revenge and like whatever else may come in the way. I think that's pretty fucking cool. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a basic ass plot, but like the circumstances that led up to this point were like really fucking weird and like not anything I would ever expect. Like fucking reincarnation, like that is so
Yeah.
odd. But like I think the main thing that kind of turned me off was like I don't know. I guess like the typical like anime trope of I don't know like that introduction. Like I guess I just didn't really fuck with that. But I think how the episode ended. It was more on a positive note.
Well, I guess this is okay. I don't want to spoil, but like a lot of this series, what it does is like it's like pretty much like commentary like on like the Japanese entertainment industry, and like they specifically like for example like in the beginning he was highlighting he was like, oh, like the supreme 16-year-old girl like and like I think that stuff is written in like on purpose. It's just like it's supposed to like be like a commentary on the industry, and it's like, yes, this stuff is odd, it's weird, there's a weird like fixation on like age and like youth and purity in Japan, and it's very strange.
Yeah, I do remember one specific like line of dialogue that I thought was interesting when I forget the guy's name, but like the director when of that like show when I was going in there to act and like the kids were there. He was saying that there's like three types of like actors. There's like the star that is like the most talented, or well no, there's I forget. He said there was one that like basically is supposed to like bring people in that like maybe like looks super cute or just like gets eyes on them and brings people in. And then there's the other one that's called the star that is like the most talented that keeps people watching once they're there. And then there's just like the newbies basically like the ones who just started and most of them don't have a spot in the industry and they're just like investments that might turn into something.
Yeah.
And I thought that was like pretty interesting, and I wondered how like accurate that is if you compare that like 1-to-1 to real life, because he said something like, oh, like all these people you see here are like all these new like newcomers or like these like new actors. If one of them turns out to like make it or like be successful, like that'd be like a miracle. So I was like, damn, is that real? Like, is that how it is there? Like,
yeah, it seems pretty cutthroat, to be honest, because they touch on this later in the series, but it's like kind of it's not really well known, I guess. If you're into like this type of like, if you like learn about the industry and stuff, it's like usually like there's like a hard cutoff usually, especially for women. Usually like once they hit like 25 or even like 20, they start getting treated significantly different.
like more harshly, or
Yeah, like they get treated like an afterthought, like they're old and washed up
what the fuck?
when they're like just barely beginning adulthood.
What do you like? They're in their prime. What do you mean? What?
Yeah, it's weird because it's a weird contrast to like the Western entertainment industry, because like obviously there is like a fixation on like youth and like always propelling like the new young star.
Yeah,
But it's also like we also celebrate like people who like continue working and being like prolific as they get older.
Yeah.
Which is very different from Japan apparently, because it's like once you hit like 20 or 25 is like the hard cutoff usually, to where like at the like if you don't make it big by then, like you're done.
Dude,
basically.
that's so fucking weird. What? Why are they nerds, bro? That's fucking weird.
And obviously like here in America, like here like in the West, whatever, that's not even like really a thing. It's like basically like a your time can come anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
Like
yeah.
there's fucking like actors and like comedians who don't blow up until like they're like in their fucking 50s and 40s.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't know if I've even like talked about like this specific thing like on record before, but like I think the expectation that like some cultures put on like their youth growing up, or just even adults, or like anything, where like they should be married by X time or should have a career by this time and should like start a family by this time and that time. I think that societal pressure is like so fucking lame. Like I think everybody is in their own life and they're taking things like at their own pace, and I think
it's very much an American
really
thing though, because we have this fixation on like individualism, and like because like our big thing is freedom, like live the life you want to live. And I think yeah, I don't know. I wonder where like that like originated from. I wonder, is that like a thing that started like with like our culture, or
I have no fucking clue. But like I just think that like,
I know like in like foreign countries, like obviously like the Asian Latino cultures, it's not really like there's not a whole lot of pressure to like like move out and get the good job. Like it's like perfectly fine to like stay with your family and help out.
Yeah.
And like not like just live a simple life.
Yeah. Like I was born in North Carolina, but like a lot of my family's from Lebanon. I'm Lebanese. And over there, it's just like that. It's completely normalized for people to like most Arabic people, like over there in Lebanon at least, will stay with their family into adulthood and move out
in their childhood home. They'll live there, take care of their parents until they die, and then inherit the home, and then the cycle continues.
Or like more often, I feel like is they'll live with their family and their parents, and then when they get married, they'll move out. Or like that's usually how it goes. And it's just in America, it's so different. It's like there's this YouTube channel I came across where it's like, it's gonna sound so fucking like the content's good. I'm saying it's gonna sound lame because of like what it's based on, I guess, but because I'm like trying to get my fucking degree and like kind of go into a different line of work, I guess. You know the YouTube algo. I click one video and then just keeps recommending me, and I don't even know if I'm subbed to the guy, but he runs a YouTube channle called A Life After Layoff, but he basically just like makes a bunch of videos about like the work, like basically like the like white collar like workforce and
just how a lot of those things work and things about like job opportunities. And he made like a personal video about like what he thinks his biggest mistake was, and it kind of spoke to me a lot because he was talking about like how when he was he was young, like when he was like younger and he was finishing high school, his passion was music. Like he played the drums and he was like fucking like super hard into music and like wanting to learn and like get good at it. So he went to like this special school that like this was school basically like specialized in like music and audio and shit like that. And he played the drums and he learned, he, you know, got good at it. And like 2 years in, he was just like, I don't know if I want to do this. Like there isn't much pay behind this stuff and all that. But if I switch my major now, I'm going to be like 2 years behind everybody. Like all my peers are going to be graduating with their degree and getting these high paying positions, like way before me. Like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. So he started over and he got his degree in, I don't know what, it was like some kind of business degree. And he talked about like during that time, since he was like a couple years behind everybody, he just felt like a failure and like felt like he was like seeing his like the people he grew up with and the people he went to school with like get their degrees and like start working jobs while he was still trying to like work towards that, and like while he's still in school. And he was just basically like succumbed to that pressure and realized what he was studying again wasn't what he wanted to do. He didn't like what he was studying as much as he liked playing music or doing other things, but then he just stuck to it because he just wanted to keep up and like not get so far behind.
I think that's a very sad like result, and like I guess you can call it like a consequence of like our like hyper individualistic like culture.
Yeah,
it's like because
like he literally just like sacrificed his own like interests and like his like genuine passion for something like music and chased after something because he saw like that's what his friends were doing, and then didn't look back.
It was the right thing to do.
Yeah, and he just didn't want to be behind them, and I think that's just like dude, that's just like sad.
Yeah, it almost makes you think that like it's like almost like unnatural to like pursue stuff like that.
Yeah,
like I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm pursuing it I think for different reasons than other people do, because I don't want to do that shit my whole life. I'm not like, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to be in that like stupid corporate like line of work for like my whole fucking life. I'm trying to just get something that gives me an opportunity for like a comfortable like good life, and I want to like just save money and like see where that goes, and that could lead me to something that's like not as shit, or ideally do that and, you know, pop off somewhere else like with content or something like that would be fucking cool. Like I don't know, like with this podcast or like with like Twitch or YouTube or something, because I do want to try to do more stuff with that in the future. And I just hope that I can, like, I don't know, I guess like set myself up to be comfortable in the early stages of that. If I have like if I have a degree and like I already have like a lot of money saved up, it'll be like easier, I guess, to try to do things like this full time if I'm already in a comfortable spot going into it, rather than like trying to work my ass off and do 40-hour weeks like while I'm grinding content and just like fucking depressed. Like I don't want to do that.
God.
Yeah.
I wish I was as driven as you to like even like grind, because for example, like this podcast is the only thing I like have ever motivation for.
I don't have motivation to do things like you think I do. Like I never make YouTube videos.
Yeah, but you
anymore.
still stream a lot. You still stream like multiple times a week for like fucking 3+ hours, like minimum.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like I mean, I do streaming, but like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, but obviously, like streaming can only the act of streaming itself can only go so far. You need to do other stuff on top of that, and that's where it's like it's a struggle.
Yeah, it's no secret that like you can't grow just off of Twitch. You have to stream on Twitch, like, you know, somewhat frequently, like 2 or 3 times a week at least.
And then put yourself on a bunch of other platforms and direct them back to your Twitch.
Yeah, you get people, you get new eyes on you through things like TikTok, YouTube, YouTube Shorts, etc., and then you get them into your stream through that stuff. And that is the stuff I have zero motivation for. Like I never want to edit videos. I don't want to make short form content and edit it to make it funny, and like I just never have motivation to do that, like ever at all. But
yeah, I don't have motivation to play the game.
But yeah, I do have. I mean, I will say, yeah, I do have motivation to play the game. I like streaming a lot. I like talking to people, like in stream. It's fucking cool. I really wish that doing that was as like reliable and like sustainable way to like grow your audience and do it. But unfortunately, it's not. Because if it was, I feel like I would have seen a little bit more come back from that, and then like grinded harder. And I don't know. I'm not trying to make it sound like I wish going full time on that stuff is like easy and it should be handed to you, because I know it shouldn't, but I also wish there wasn't so many steps and like juggling of this other like all these other platforms you have to do. Like I think it's kind of fucking lame. I don't like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it was easy, then everybody would be doing it.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why everybody is trying to do it, because
Yeah.
they want the life, like, and the freedom that
Mhm.
line of work offers them,
Yeah.
which is respectable.
Yeah, and if I mean, unless like something changes between now and then, when I am like done with school, I'm not gonna go like straight into the workforce. I want to like spend like a few months or something going like hard with content, like while I'm just working part time on my current job, or if I maybe I'll just fucking quit and just like only do that and just like go hard as fuck on content and just see where that goes. Because I don't want to put myself into a position where like I'm working as like a bullshit salary job that pays me a lot of money, but like my life becomes that job, and then I don't have motivation to do the stuff that I do enjoy. So I want to like try to give it a shot, like before I get busy again, I guess.
Meanwhile, I have no plans.
Well, I mean, it's different for you because you, unlike me, you have found a job that like pays you decently well and that you can kind of put up with. And like, I mean, yeah, my job I can put up with, but it's not sustainable with hours, and the pay isn't great, and it's just annoying, and I don't know where I can find something better. So I'm going to school.
Yeah, and that's also partially the reason why I stay like where I am, because it's like I don't know what can like pay more.
Yeah, and
that
like,
I won't hate even more.
Yeah, that is true. So it's like why risk that when you're like somewhat comfortable? Like I guess.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
We talked about this on a previous episode, but like I don't know. Eventually, if nothing ever works out, I will just eventually just go get a fucking certificate to
Just
be a mechanic.
Yeah, fuck
and
yeah,
I'll
dude.
become car guy.
Car guy Leo, dude. I can see it,
Finally.
dude. Right now with this fucking like Lost of Flames head on, I can see myself fucking like walking into this fucking like janky ass garage like
Yeah,
a
you
year
can
after
see
you
me
started,
rolling out
and
from
then
under the car, face covered in grease,
Yep, and
borderline doing blackface.
you just fucking take off the fucking hat with the like sweaty ass greasy hair. It's like, oh, what can I do for you? I can see it,
You'd
dude.
be like, dude, Leo, you can get canceled for this.
Wait, what? Oh,
Face is
blackface.
covered in- You missed it the first time I said it.
No, I heard you say blackface, but I didn't know you were still talking about that when you're talking about getting canceled. Like, all right, RDJ, Jesus Christ.
Dude. Oh, okay, Robert. That doesn't count.
I guess
I think
don't
everyone
know.
is unanimous. Only Zoomers will
Well,
cry
nobody's
about
mad at that other than like
Those
really young
damn
people.
kids and their woke politics.
Oh, God, you know.
They have no respect
Wait,
for the arts.
Wait, I never mentioned this before. Blackface was in Dead by Daylight.
Really?
Yeah, you know, what's his name? Fucking Bubba from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The
No.
guy with the cannibal who like wears the faces of other people.
I guess, yeah.
Well, yeah, he's in Dead by Daylight, and he had cosmetics of the original 4 survivors, one of which was a person of color, and you could wear that. And
It was a racist caricature?
I mean, it was blackface in DBD. It got removed like a year ago, but like it was in DBD for like years. It was
That's
it was in the game
crazy.
for fucking years, dude.
They let
Like,
that one slip by.
yeah, like I don't know. I thought that was so fucking weird. Like that shit was crazy.
It's like if COD Zombies let you play as Hitler.
bro.
Like if Hitler was one of the cast members of Zombies, which is hilarious because they included like Castro and like and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not comparing Castro to Hitler. I don't know. I'm sure Castro did awful things.
Honestly,
but
this is where my ignorance with history goes because I don't know shit.
I don't know if
about, like,
Castro
any-
took out
like,
6 mil.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about Castro or anything like that. But like, that's probably the furthest they could go without being canceled. So I don't think they'd ever touch our boy Adolf. That's like they can't
That
do
would
that.
be so
That
funny.
they can't.
Who do you think would play Adolf Hitler?
I have no fucking clue, dude.
Do you think they would get like an actual like Austrian guy, or would they get like an American guy to do a terrible Austrian accent?
Probably an American
like
guy.
an over exaggerated like 999.
It would probably
the
be
zombies
that.
are breaking in. Like think about like the 5 cutscene, but instead of JFK, it's Hitler. He just yells zombies in Spanish, fucking German.
Yeah.
How do you say? Okay, hold on.
Are you gonna look it up?
I'm gonna look up.
You're gonna look up the
zombies
pronunciation
in German.
in German. Holy fucking shit.
Let's see. Google Translate. Fill time. Let's see. Zombies. English to German. Oh, English is zombie. Okay, let's see. Zombie. How about singular?
What is it saying?
Zombie in English is just zombie.
Oh, wait, in German it's just zombie.
Yeah, der Zombie.
There's zombie. I fucking know, dude. German is a weird language.
Or if you wanna refer to the zombie as an idiot for some reason, if you think the zombie is really stupid, you can call it a der Schwachkopf
Dude,
or der Idiot.
that's easier. Yeah.
There we go. German lessons. Thank you, Google Translate.
Fuck yeah. Oh, dude. What are we even talking about? Are we talking about Hitler and COD zombies, dude? What the fuck?
You know what I want to talk about? That LA traffic, dude.
Yeah, we were like going, I think consistently like 20 miles per hour on the freeway, and then like stopping and going again and
Yeah.
stopping. That shit was
I
miserable.
remember I was texting the group chat. I was like, bro, we're on the 405. Isn't the speed limit like 80 miles per hour on this bitch? Why is this dude going 10 miles per hour, stopping and going?
Yeah, I think we've never like had that much trouble leaving the airport before. Like,
Well, it's because of the time that we were traveling.
I mean, we weren't leaving at like 5.
it was like 3.
It was like 3. Yeah, but like I don't think that's rush hour, is it? I
Yeah,
don't
it is.
fucking
That's
know.
when
Is it?
that's like the beginning of rush hour.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
That's when people are starting to get out of work,
Maybe. Yeah.
or people that have later lunches.
Yeah, that shit was miserable. Honestly, it's because we did stuff last year, and then we also did stuff in 2019 when we came here to LA. So like this year, I kind of don't give a fuck about sightseeing or like walking around. I don't care. I don't know if like I'm weird for that, but I just don't care this year.
Can't relate. I love seeing shit.
I mean, like I'm not gonna like how to say, like avoid doing it, but like I'm also just not gonna go out of my way to do it. Like I'll go where the boys go, and I'm not gonna complain because I'm with the boys.
I'm one of like 10 people on the planet who actually like enjoy and find comfort in California and Los Angeles. I think it's cool to hate this place. It's like the trendy thing to hate California because every other state wishes they were California.
I enjoy coming here. I could never live here. Like I'm telling you now, like small city Rashad just can't. Like I could not live here in LA. Like I could not. I could never. Like I can't even imagine it. I can't even fathom like waking up to like no. Like I just can't.
It would be such like a different like. I think you just have to live a different lifestyle here, like and it's like intimidating. But I think I could do it.
I don't know. I'm just like so used to like a quiet small city, where like dude like we don't even like there everywhere in my city I go there isn't even like the need for crosswalks or like we don't even have that. Like it's just
What
so
do you
small.
mean?
Like well or like what are they called, like the stoplights for people walking across the street, like crosswalks, right? Is that not what they're called? Like we don't even like that's just like how small my city is. Like there isn't even that. Like there is like it's just some cars on the road, some fucking random businesses, and like
Do people not walk?
no, not really. Like people don't really walk in my
That's
city
hell.
at all. Like nobody walks. Like and it's just like I don't know. The only time there's a lot of cars on the road or like a lot of like shit going on is when people are going to work and when people are leaving work. Other than that, it's just a quiet, boring city, and that's all I've known. Like that's it.
I mean, you like that though.
I do like it, which is why like I just it's cool when I visit here, but like I think it would just overwhelm the fuck out of me if I had to like live here. If I had to like come here like overnight and just live here, I could not do it.
It's fascinating because my suburban life is very different from your suburban life because I live in a suburb of Chicago, which is like, and it's like there's no visual distinction between like where city and like suburb begins.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's like I don't know. It's just it's very different. It's not. I mean, like it gets quiet, but I don't know. It's still you still feel like you're in a city. Like I don't know.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, like I've been there before. Like when I went over and we hung out like a year and a half ago, or was it a year and a half ago? Right? Yeah,
2021.
Yeah, it was late 2021. So yeah, it was like a year and a half ago. Yeah, it was chill. Like, LA is a bit more extreme though, obviously.
Yeah. Here you can't walk anywhere.
Yeah, you just
you
can't.
actually need to drive everywhere.
Yeah.
God, and you absolutely there's no way around the highways. You're forced to take them everywhere.
Yeah.
And you will sit on them for a long time. Dude, when we were on that freeway, there's you know that freeway has 12 lanes?
Oh yeah, it's fucking huge.
There's
Yeah.
6 lanes on each side. I was like,
There's
you're
so
kidding
many.
me.
There's so fucking many.
So
yeah.
fucked.
It's insane.
And I bet they're still sitting there be like, we could probably add another.
Yeah. Honestly, with the fucking traffic today, yeah, probably should, dude. Like,
oh, that is a clear like depiction of why you shouldn't add more lanes.
wait,
Because
really?
all it does is incentivize more people to use the highway, which doesn't solve the problem.
Oh well, I don't know shit about shit, obviously. So
You want to have a smaller highway. I mean, obviously, it needs to be big enough to accommodate like service vehicles and like obviously people who have to make long commutes or whatever. But like, it's more ideal to make it smaller. So, but also in order to do that successfully, they need to like build like public transit and like other methods of transport, so people don't have to exclusively resort to driving everywhere.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
So that's the only way it could work is if you don't make the highways wider, just give people options to travel. Because obviously there's like cars are never going away. They're like essential.
Yeah.
Like there's people who like cars, and like but there's also plenty of people who don't like cars who probably don't like cars and but have to drive one.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like, I don't know.
I mean, honestly, like I like having a car. Don't get me wrong, but like if I lived in a place where like public transport was like super accessible and like super easy and like affordable and everything, where I could like get on a train or like get on a bus and go a few minutes to work or something like that, I'd be chill with not having a car, because I mean that's like a lot of money that I'm not gonna pay for a fucking car and for gas and like other shit. Like I'd have to pay for transport, but like if it was easy and affordable, then I think I would fuck with it. And it's a lot more like eco-friendly if there's a lot of public transport going around, because there isn't a billion fucking vehicles on the road. It's like people being efficient and taking trains and buses, and I think that's better for our planet. But yeah, I don't know if I'll ever live to see the day that America is like that. Like,
Oh, definitely not.
Probably
because
not.
because big automobile
Yeah,
has a lot of money and a lot of power and a lot of political power.
you could have just said big automobile and you would have been right already. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
It's so insane because, like, sorry to get fucking nerdy about this shit. I'm like the only person who cares about this sort of thing
Oh, man, you go
because
ahead.
I fall down obscure internet rabbit holes. Like there's always like people like complaining about like a large scale like public transit projects and how they're always going over budget, but they love to like gloss over the fact that like just like trillions of dollars allocated to like highway funding. And just like, what the fuck? It's like, so it's like, oh, you're okay with that?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't.
It's like, oh my god. It's like, and like, especially when you look at like fucking like the fucking like freeway in like Philadelphia that collapsed. It's like so much money and they're still collapsing. I mean, I guess that one's a little unfair because like an oil tanker did blow up beneath it.
Yeah, that's a tiny inconvenience, I
But
would say.
still, my highways.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to change the topic a little bit. But,
That's fine. We can get off this topic.
I was just thinking about what we were talking about Oshinoko a little bit ago, and you mentioned it took me like fucking forever to watch it, and I mentioned it before, but like I'll say it again here. I think short form media has just like destroyed my attention span. Like I can't.
Dude, I refuse to let it.
What?
I refuse to let that happen to me.
Well, like it doesn't affect it all the time, but like I don't know, like I was like I'd be watching Oshinoko for like 5 minutes, right? And then I'd be like, oh, just like I don't know, it's just not doing it for me. I'll pause it, open my phone, because I was watching on my iPad, so I'll pause it, like open my phone, go to fucking YouTube Shorts and like Instagram Reels, and just watch that for like 20 minutes, and then like start watching the show again, and then another 10 minutes pass, and then I just go back, and it's just like really bad. I don't know why I do this. Like if I'm watching something that like reels me in like early, like I was watching Black Mirror earlier on the plane, and like last night, I think before the flight, and that shit, like I was just watching it. I was watching it, my eyes didn't leave it, and it was like really interesting. But I guess for things that need like time to like build up to be interesting, my attention span is just like, dude, it's so hard for me to keep watching. It's so fucking hard. I blame YouTube Shorts. It's their fault. Like, cause I just want to click off and get instant like stimulation from like funny shit. Like that's what I want to do. It's so bad. I hate it.
Because I consume more like long form content than like ever. Like I listen to podcasts like so much. It's to the point I consume so much like long form content that like I'm like limited in how much I can consume, because it's like everything is like an hour and a half, and it's like the hours just fucking fly by.
Yeah, I don't think there's any like long content that I watch. Like I think like the longest videos I watch, I don't really could think, aside from like movies and TV shows, the longest like kind of media I watch are like the 15-20 minute videos of Moist Critical ranting about some stupid drama. Like that's the furthest I go.
God, I'm always listening to a podcast or watching like a video that's like 20 minutes long. And I used to use TikTok, and the algorithm, it figured me out a little bit. It figured out that I really like hot women
Yeah.
with large posteriors.
I mean, you saw my Twitter For You page earlier, so
Yeah.
like you know.
But I don't know, there was never anything of like, TikTok never really made me laugh all that much. And it's like, I don't know. I find that Instagram Reels algorithm is better.
Oh yeah,
It understands my sense of humor a lot better.
it does, dude.
And it's
Reels
easy
are
to
so
get
good.
lost in like endlessly scrolling. But I don't know. It is also easy to like just swipe the app away.
Yeah.
And like, it doesn't ruin any music for me. That's the number one pro to not using TikTok ever.
Yeah,
is that
true.
your favorite songs will not become overplayed.
Yeah, the cringe TikTokers just like make
Yeah.
it just like overdo it so much. Yeah, that is true. I didn't think about that. No, I love Instagram Reels. Like Instagram Reels are like so fucking good. Like I have no reason to. I have TikTok on my phone, but I never open it. I have no reason to ever open it because I have Instagram and Reels are funny.
Yeah, I uninstalled that shit a long time ago. I just don't, I never used it.
I should probably uninstall it because like I literally haven't opened it in forever. But I don't know.
But yeah, even YouTube Shorts is like better for me.
Yeah,
Because YouTube knows me. They've known me for a while.
What do you mean by that?
I consume content endlessly.
Dude, my brain just blanked out. I don't know what the fuck I was just gonna say. I was gonna say something, but I don't remember.
Strangely, I feel like this woke me up.
I've like this woke me up in the sense of like I'm not on the edge of falling asleep anymore, but like my last two brain cells are like fighting to like come up with like talking points and like responses to things because I have not gotten a lot of sleep in the last couple of days.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm functioning at all. What the fuck else can we talk about?
Dude, I don't even fucking know. Like we're just raw dogging this. We didn't write anything down. We didn't fucking like think about anything. We just sat here and just started recording.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's what we do sometimes.
Sometimes. Oh God.
I mean, we can get a little deep with this one.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Is that I find myself getting angrier as I get older, and the anger lingers a lot longer than it used to.
Oh, is this the what like? Are you becoming a cynic? Is that what it is?
I think I've been a cynic for a long time, but when I see things that upset me, it's a much more visceral reaction.
Like, do you get like do you like what do you mean by visceral? Like,
I get the urge to go like white boy rage. Like I feel like.
Do you ever act on it? Like, do you ever yell or like do anything?
Never.
But like you just want to though.
Yeah, it's
No.
so fucking cringe if I punch something. I hurt myself because I'm
like,
weak.
Guys,
Are you kidding me? That'd be so embarrassing.
I had to order another Xbox controller on Amazon again.
Oh no, I'm
broke
not that
another one.
stupid. I don't break electronics.
No, dude, that is like I refuse to break electronics because I get fucking mad. I refuse. I don't understand how people do that.
Don't let the lack of color in my skin fool you. I do not break electronics.
Yeah, breaking electronics is cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, for example, like I use Twitter all the time. I'm a complete Twitter addict. It's the only social media site that I can I even say that I like it at this point? It's such a nightmare.
Dude.
Ever since that moron took over, it is the worst website ever.
Oh, it's gotten worse since Elon became CEO. But like Twitter is just like such a weird thing because I love it and it's just so much funny shit on Twitter and like so many cool people I've met and the functionality is just like perfect. Like I love Twitter like and everything like about like how it functions as a social media app. But then it's also like so fucking terrible. It's a cesspool of garbage at the same time, dude.
I couldn't
It's so
believe what
weird.
I saw the other day. I saw an anti-trans like sponsored tweet. It was like
A sponsored tweet.
Yeah, it was like a political ad. It had like Tucker Carlson like photoshopped on it, and it said something about I forgot, it was something like vote on this because something like it would restrict like trans people's like access to resources and stuff like that.
I've been seeing
And it was saying like, oh, like the transgenderism is infecting our children or
fuck?
whatever. I was like, what the fuck is
Dude,
this like?
what?
It's like it's insane.
No, I've been seeing other people talk about this too. They've been saying like ever since fucking Elon took over, there's been a lot more like right wing and like super like
It's
like
flooded in.
super like hard right wing shit that's like either promoted on timelines or just like comes up in the For You tab and like other things. Like people have been saying that's just
Yeah, and we're also seeing,
increasing thing.
unfortunately, seeing the results of like the damage that people like Andrew Tate do to young men, to the minds of young men.
oh yeah, dude. There's so many fucking weirdos.
I feel like misogyny and like homophobia is more rampant on Twitter, which is crazy because Twitter for the long time was like considered like the lefty paradise, like social media site. I mean, and for a time, it was
For a little bit it was.
and it still kind of is.
Our boy Jack, he did a good job at shutting that shit down. I will say he did.
I mean,
But-
and it still kind of is. Like, I mean, like, you know, I feel like the most like I've never seen like people more outwardly like leftist on any other social media. Really, it's mostly on Twitter. I feel
Well,
like.
yeah, but you can't say it's like, I don't know, it's like a lefty social media
Oh, yeah,
platform.
obviously not.
Because like the people on
The
it,
algorithm shows clearly now. There's
Yeah.
it's pretty even, honestly.
well, like, I'm mainly saying that because like there's a lot of people on there that are very progressive and outspoken about like good things, but it's very clear by the stuff that gets promoted and the stuff that is like clearly misinformation that doesn't get taken down that fucking Elon prefers to have right wing shit stay on there. Like,
Yeah.
it's just how it's been for a while. It's like
Clearly,
it's
because
been,
like it's like they're feeding that stuff to people who would have never engaged with that content
Yeah,
otherwise.
it's been skewing that way ever since he like took over. So like, and that's something I've noticed. But like, it's like whatever, because there's bullshit in every like website, especially like social media, that annoys me, that I don't like. And this one is like more frustrating because I use Twitter all the time and it's just in my face a lot. But I mean, I'm too much of a Twitter addict to leave. I can't leave.
Yeah,
Like, I can't.
it's unfortunate that like social media and like the media in general now is like a legit like psychological operation.
Oh yeah.
'Cause it feels like every media source is like in like a race to radicalize as many people as possible. Because you're always like, the news is dominated by like extremists. It's like always like the worst type of person saying the worst type of thing, and it's like, fuck, how did we get back into this? It was my fault. I brought up Twitter.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I had some things to say too, because Spaceman bad. That's what I got to say. Oh, you know the fucking like, you know the like stereotype, or just like, I guess just joke that's kind of like formed of like guys remembering like even like minor compliments like forever, when like
Yeah.
like does how that's just like a funny thing, like compared to like women, like guys never get complimented, which I know isn't always true, so I'm not trying to sound like a fucking dickhead.
Honestly,
but like,
I'm sure there's plenty of hunks out there that know it and are reminded of it every day.
yeah, but like also like, dude, guys, for real, like we fucking remember every compliment. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
even joking. Like, if there, I highly doubt there is any, but like, if there's any girl listening to this podcast and you compliment a guy like on his like fucking, on his hair, on his like glasses, like any, like literally anything, he's gonna remember that shit. Like, he will 100%.
Yeah, that's when it becomes dangerous, though. It entirely depends on like the level of deprivation that guy has like lived through.
Yeah.
Because depending on that, it could either be like a very wholesome thing that he remembers it forever,
Or they'll cling onto it in like a weird ass way.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, like for me, even though I'm like lonely as fuck and like want a lot of things, whenever I get that, I never like have that kind of reaction. I'm just like, oh, yeah, like, hey, that's really sweet. Like, maybe I'm not as fucking, I don't know, like like unattractive as I think I am, or like maybe like sometimes I do look good, and like it's just a confidence boost.
Or just be like me, and decide that what that person said to you isn't true, or
That's crazy.
Is just them being a very nice person.
That's crazy. You don't even take compliments. Like, you just
I struggle to
Like,
believe them.
like, you believe them. Yeah. Like, really? You don't?
Yeah,
That okay? So like in some situations,
I
like
think people are just very nice to me.
in some situations, like if it's like my fucking mom, like, yeah, I'm not gonna believe that shit because she's saying that shit because she's my mom.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
of
moms do.
course.
But like I don't know, like I've like recently there's been like a couple instances where like at work or like at a concert I went to recently where like I got complimented like on my glasses or like on my hair or something, and like, dude, I still remember that shit clearly because I don't get compliments. So like, it was nice. And I don't know. I just thought that was like funny because it's just such a like a widespread meme that was like, that you see, like I see like every now and then. It's like guys are like, remember that one random compliment from like 3 years ago from that girl they never saw again. Like, dude, dead ass. That is literally how like, that's how
and it
our
makes you
brains are
think
wired.
you're in your name. Like, you wake up and like the monologue plays in your head every day. I wake up and I just feel like something's missing.
Dude.
Every day I go out looking just to see if I can find a sign.
Dude, that's actually real as fuck. Do I have to watch that next? I don't know.
Yeah, dude, we need to do a rewatch.
I never watched Your Name.
Yes, you have.
What? Oh, fuck.
You've
Why am
watched
I?
it.
No, I have. Yes,
You've watched
yeah,
it a
no, no.
handful of times.
I know. Why?
Or at least a couple times.
I have. No. I love Your Name. It's like my favorite fucking anime film. Dude, no. You know what my tired ass brain. You know what?
Taki-kun.
Taki. No. Dude, I don't know why, but my tired ass brain heard Your Name and like transcribed that as Your Lie in April in my head for some reason.
Really?
I don't know why. Am I just that tired? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. But no, Your Name is fire. Yeah. I don't know why. I feel senile as fuck, dude. Like, I'm an old man. I need to hang it up. I can't talk into a mic anymore.
Can you make it for 15 more minutes?
Yeah. No. I was just joking about like quitting podcasting, not just today, because I'm bad at this. I'm fucking terrible.
No, we're making it through.
Yeah. Nah, shit. Well, not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, we're gonna like actually be at AX. The convention will actually start, and because Anime Rashad has been gone for a while, I'm watching Oshinoko now because, like, yeah, you guys told me it's good. and I want to see if I can get into an anime that's like relevant at the convention. But like, I think again, I might be the only one that's going into
Yeah,
the
we had
convention
to
center.
crucify you and glue the monitor to your face.
I think I'm the only one that's going to be walking into this convention that gives zero fucks about any of the anime there, and I'm just going straight to Artist Alley and just finding the Dead by Daylight booths again to see if I can buy some shit. Like that's all I'm going in there.
To be fair,
for.
I have nothing on like my list of things. I don't have a list of things that I want to get. I'm just gonna browse, and if I see something that I like, I'll get it.
I'm kind of worried about doing that because in my search for DVD shit, I'm gonna find these other really cool artists like I did last year who sell like really cool, like, you know, I don't know, like MCU art, like Spider-Verse shit and like Zelda shit, because that's some stuff I bought last year, and I'm gonna want to buy it even though I really shouldn't. But I'm gonna see it and I'm gonna want to
do anything with it. At least at the end of the day, you're supporting like an independent artist.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. Like I do like supporting them, but like, oh man, there's gonna be a lot of art there for like, I don't know, like Spider-Man, like Zelda, like maybe other video games I like God of War, like Last of Us or something. And dude, I'm gonna see that shit, and I'm not gonna be able to get myself to not buy it. And it's, brother, oh my god, I don't want to think about it. I'm gonna spend a lot of money probably. I told myself I'm not gonna spend a lot of money because I'm just gonna go there for DVD shit. But I'm gonna see other stuff.
I have no expectations. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I just hope I don't spend too much.
I don't have an insane amount of money to spend, so
I kind of, in a way, I envy you. I wish I had that limitation because, like, I'm worried about just impulse buying everything, dude.
yeah.
I'm worried
it's
about
like
it.
me 2019.
You bought so much shit. Did you? How much? Didn't you buy like $250 worth of like Blu-rays or some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
more
was
like
insane.
$400.
That's insane.
The majority of the money that I spent at the convention in 2019 was majority on Blu-rays.
That's so fucked.
I think I spent the amount of money I spent that entire week is so insane. I think I spent like almost $2,000.
What?
Yeah,
Wait, did you for real spend two?
almost.
Oh my god, I didn't know you spent that much.
Dude, I spent like hundreds on just like 3 Blu-ray cases.
I didn't. I guess it never clicked in my head like how much.
I
all
walk
that
out with a
actually
bag
was.
of 3 Blu-ray cases, and the entire order, like subtotal, was like $200.
That's fucked.
I bought a limited edition anime box set that costed $140.
Jeez, dude. I still have like from 2019. I still have like a few wall scrolls and other shit that I haven't put up. They're just like literally sitting in my room, not being used.
Dude, so you know how I had all my wall scrolls like put up in my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
You know they've been falling one by one over the course of the past month.
Oh no.
And I need to get more strips for like my hooks,
Mhm.
the adhesive strips, because I guess they're wearing out. They last like 2 years or whatever.
Yeah.
And it makes me really sad.
What makes you
I
sad?
walk in and I see it hanging off the wall. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I gotta replace
And,
that one.
I don't have the motivation to buy the strips, so like everything, my walls are slowly becoming empty.
Dude, that sucks.
It's actually really sad. And like my currents wall flag fell too.
No.
One of the hooks fell, so I haven't put it back. I have it like draped over the TV.
Damn.
It looks like I died. It looks like
Honestly-
somebody died and like they covered the furniture.
You're making me worry a little bit now because you know all the art I bought from Chris's shop, like all that
Mhm.
like cool ass art. I have it like I framed them and I put them up like at the top of my ceiling, like lined at the top, and I had adhesive strips. Like not even multiple. I think I only put like one adhesive strip like at the top and put it up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Are they just gonna fucking drop one day, bro?
I mean, okay. Have you like when you put them up? Did you lift them back up to like adjust them?
No.
Or did you put it up and leave it there?
Left them there.
Okay, then you're smarter than me. Because
Okay.
for some of those wall shows, like some of the hooks, they weren't like the exact spot that I wanted them to be, so I
Mhm.
took them off and put them back. So I think that kind of messed the adhesive a little bit, made it a
Oh,
little
gotcha.
weaker. But
Yeah.
who knows?
Well, I mean, even then, like worst case scenario, the frame falls, but the fucking prints will be fine because they're still like be positioned inside the frame, so it's like it won't actually mess up the art. But it'd be really funny if like I walk up to the fucking room one day and then like all the frames are just like on the floor and they're like fucking broken. That'd be
dude.
such a
Remember
cursed sight.
It was recently I walked in. I came home from work after a rough night at work, and I walk into my apartment and then I see one of my wall scrolls. It's like right up, the one that I had right above my table, next to my desk. I had a Don Machi wall scroll.
Oh yeah, I remember that
Yeah,
one.
that one fell, and I walked into my apartment, and it made me so upset. I was so bummed out for like that whole day.
Yeah, I mean,
This happens when you live alone. You get affected like so profoundly by things.
yeah, it's that, but like also like I relate to it not by like not because I had the shit that fell and I don't feel like putting it up. I just bought shit and haven't felt like putting it up. And that's where I am. Like my walls can be so much more like populated with the cool art and like, you know, posters and wall flags and stuff I bought, but like I'm just too lazy. They literally just sit in a closet.
Yeah, all the prints that I bought last year, they're all just they're sitting in like the plastic sleeve that I got, like that was given to me when I bought them.
Yeah, I'm convinced that like 70% of the stuff I have probably isn't gonna like see the light of day until like I get my own place, like I move out. I'm convinced because it's gotten to a point where I don't have enough room to put it like in my room and then like where I have my setup because I just have too much shit. Like the only way I can like sit there and be like I want to put all this stuff up is if I have my own place.
Yeah,
that's it.
Dude, I hope my mom never listens to this podcast because she knows like how much like and how passionate I am and about like this sort of thing. Can you imagine she just opens it and like she opens up the episode where I talk about like, have you guys seen your dad's dick?
I mean, to be honest, that would make for like imagine she listens to that episode and that's like the first one she hears like the day before Thanksgiving, and you go there and it's just the most fucking awkward dinner of your fucking life.
I wonder if it would upset her.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know your mom, so I don't know.
I would hope not. I hope she accepts me for who I am.
I think she'd be chill. I think she'd be chill with talking about some dad meat. I think she'd be okay with it.
Maybe.
Your mom sounds pretty chill. I think she'd be fine with it. You know, I'll make a judgment call here. I think she'd be chill.
What do you think what do you think your parents' reaction would be to hearing the shit you say on this show?
They'd call me weird and they'd call it like, yeah, they'd judge me. They'd call
I feel like
it
my
weird.
mom would tell me to not say that stuff.
My mom would definitely say.
She would say
the
like,
same
have respect for yourself.
Yeah, that sounds something like my mom would say too. To be honest, yeah.
I remember one time I tweeted about pissing in an alley, and my sister followed me on Twitter for some reason, and she told my mom that I tweeted about that.
What a fucking
and
rat!
My mom was like, "Be careful what you say online."
What a fucking rat! Why would she do that?
I know, and I didn't learn anything from that, by the way. I just blocked my sisters and continued to be a moron. I got more unhinged as the years went on.
That's so weird. Why would like? You didn't commit a crime. You just took a fucking piss, bro. Like what?
I mean, maybe it could be a crime, but I was a teenager. What could you get charged with?
That's just like such a funny thing to like for a kid to go up to.
Man, I know if you're like an adult and like you get caught pissing in public, you can get charged as like a sex offender.
I mean, I guess I just didn't really think it was like in a public area. I thought it was, I don't know.
It was in an alley. There's no one back there.
Yeah, so that's why I thought it was like I didn't really see a problem with it. But
Yeah,
like
my mom told me to be careful what I post online.
it's just fucking weird. Like you got snitched on by your sister for that
Yeah,
tweet.
that was whack.
That's so funny. Like, but like that also annoying. Like why?
What's wrong with me pissing in an alley?
Yeah, you're not hurting anybody. Like it's not like you pissed on a homeless guy. Like you just pissed.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, like that'll be like in the next episode. But
Live. We're going. That's the real reason why. That's the real reason we came to Los Angeles, California. We're gonna go down to Skid Row. We're gonna do some street interviews, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find a guy that wants to get pissed on.
I mean, shit. We've seen that Los Angeles doesn't like homeless people. They don't want them to have flat benches to sleep on in the airport. So you know what? We're gonna take it a step further. We're gonna piss on them.
Yeah.
Crazy,
Dude. That was crazy. I've never seen anything like that before. Like with my own eyes, like an actual anti-homeless piece of like yeah.
Yeah, that's just so fucking weird. Yeah, okay, people listening might not know anything about what we're talking about. When we got to the airport here in Los Angeles at LAX, the benches that were inside the baggage claim were removed. They weren't benches anymore when they were there last year, I'm pretty sure. And the benches that were outside were like these curved.
Yeah, like these weird like half cylinders. Like,
yeah.
Like you can't lay on it.
But yeah, they're not flat. Like they're like these curved fucking benches that.
And they're really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they're these curved benches that you can't lay down on, and if you try to lay down on, you'd fall or be super uncomfortable.
It's so overtly like
there's nothing else it could be
for. The purpose of it, yeah, it's like so obvious.
There's nothing else that design could be for other than to tell homeless people to go fuck themselves.
To stop people from sleeping on the bench.
Yeah, like that's fucking insane.
They're like, nope, you're sleeping on the fucking concrete, buddy.
Which would be more comfortable than that, to be honest.
Yeah, unironically,
like
because at least the concrete's flat.
Yeah. Shit's crazy. That reminded me of a line from Oshinoko saying like I was like I'm realizing the whole world revolves around money, and the fucking wife of the manager was like, oh yeah, it's like a really sad epiphany to have or something.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, yeah, dude.
God. Fuck.
That's real as fuck though.
I wish I had more money.
Oh, dude, tomorrow's gonna be a chill ass day. Tomorrow's gonna be good. Tomorrow's gonna be good because we're not gonna worry about waking up early to go to the convention. We're gonna hang out and we're gonna
Hopefully well rested.
we're gonna be well rested, but most of all, we're gonna make a nice old happy trip to the dispensary and just have a good chill time.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I tried. I don't know if I even talked about it on the podcast before. I don't think I have. I tried a gummy for, like a THC gummy for like the first time a few weeks ago, and that shit was so relaxing. Like I hate vaping. I tried vaping and I absolutely can't stand it because it just destroys my
Vaping
throat.
THC.
Yeah, THC. Yeah, like I can't stand it.
Not nicotine.
Yeah, THC, vaping THC is fucking terrible. Like it destroyed my throat. I was coughing like a fucking maniac. Like Nick was coughing earlier. Nick took a hit out of Leo's pen earlier, and he was coughing his lungs out.
He almost threw up because he was gagging. So
dude,
hard he was coughing.
That's my experience with
That's
THC
like everyone's
vapes.
first experience with it usually.
Yeah, it was
it's
fucking
very harsh.
It was miserable. Like I hated it. But like my sister hooked me up with some THC gummies, and that shit was fucking nice. That was good. So,
yeah.
it was
And honestly, if I knew how to like get like actual like weed flower like early on, I probably would have just stuck with that and like made that my main thing. But it's also a lot more expensive.
yeah, that is true.
But like yeah, getting into like vaping like THC, like that's just what I had access to, like easy access to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the easiest thing to get.
Yeah, man, it's like it's easy and it's convenient and it's cheap. Like,
yeah.
it's more accessible for sure. But like, yeah, no,
And
edibles are nice.
the thing about it, like the experience of like vaping THC, like it's very like vaping like concentrates like that is very very harsh, and it never gets better.
Yeah,
you just get better at tolerating it.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that it's, oh god, yeah, it was miserable. The very last time I tried to vape THC was that one time where like I wanted to get a good high and I had like a couple too many hits, and I was like walking around my room like struggling, like fucking holding onto the walls, and then I fucking puked. I was like, yeah, I'm not fucking hitting this shit again. Once I puked, I was like, no, dude, I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this anymore.
It's understandable.
Oh, it was so bad. The only thing I've never like puked from having anything like that, like aside from like alcohol. That's it.
It's pretty wild, yeah.
Jeez, man. But yeah, tomorrow's gonna be a good time. Nick and their wife is gonna be here, and we got other Nick here.
Hopefully, like any minute, maybe.
Yeah. Nick should be pulling up pretty soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be a good time. Oh, and I'm gonna cook the classic, the Rashad Alfredo pasta. We're gonna eat that at some point probably. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, I came over here to LA to cook the exact same thing I cook in my house. That's exactly what I did.
Do you remember when we were gonna move to Vegas, and every time you would post the pasta, Cody would respond to your tweet saying, "Can't wait to eat this."
Yeah.
In Vegas.
He never had it in Vegas. I never
Because
made
you
it.
promised him if we moved in together, you would make it.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen. Sorry, Cody.
Yeah. Things change.
You know, I'm gonna invite him to LA next year just so he can eat my pasta.
Wonder what Vincent's doing. Wonder if he hopped on zombies. Like this with his brain rot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I have nothing else to talk about.
Well, we just got to bullshit for like another like 2 minutes, man.
God damn, are we at 58? God damn it.
Yeah.
Now I have to keep talking. Well, shit. What else happened? What else did we do today?
Hold on, let me just take a quick scroll through my notes.
We are struggling, brother. We are fucking struggling. Oh, no. Okay, no, I have something to talk about. That fucking Walmart was crazy.
Is it really crazy?
I'm not used to Walmarts being like that. Even like, I mean, my Walmart would get busy sometimes, but dude, that felt like so, like, if I lived here and I knew that's how Walmart is, I would not shop for groceries at Walmart ever.
That's how my local Walmart gets. Like, you're very busy.
Like, dude, that like I couldn't, like, every corner I turned with my cart, every aisle I went into, there was like a family of 7 in there, just like being in the most like inconvenient place ever, and it just was so like packed and loud. It was just like, it didn't make me anxious because like I expected a crowd in like fucking LA and like in a store like Walmart, but like also it was fucking annoying, dude. Like I can't just like sit there and like shop. Like I don't know. I guess I'm just used to small cities in like dead stores and going to a big city like LA and to a packed fucking Walmart, that's just like, dude, I would hate this. I cannot do like if this is what like the like, you know, daily or like weekly shopping experience looks like for an LA resident, I don't want to live here ever.
Do you ever think about how like disastrously violent like a gay couple fighting would be, like if they were both really jacked?
What? No, I have not.
Can you imagine, like, it's like, oh, like, you fucking asshole, you didn't take out the trash, blah blah blah, and they're both jacked, like, and the living room turns into like the UFC octagon. And then after 20 minutes of throwing themselves around, making body-sized holes in the walls, like their apartment, like at the end of a fight, like like their apartment looks like the aftermath of an Avengers movie.
I mean, like, that paints a pretty clear picture in my head. I have a friend in North Carolina who, like, he kind of has he has that roommate that doesn't take out the trash, and then that same roommate now, like, fucking, like, leaves his dishes in the sink and is just a bum. And for some reason, like, this behavior started when he got a girlfriend. And he just like started being a lazy fuck and didn't want to do anything, and has his girlfriend over at their apartment like all the time. And he has like 3 roommates, and whenever it was so funny, dude.
I'm sure he's very respectful of her.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Sounds like that guy. Sounds like he's a very respectful of women. That guy. If he becomes lazy after getting a girlfriend.
Yeah, I agree. Well, okay. Well, to be fair, that might be misinformation. I don't know if he started doing that right after he got a girlfriend, but like I just know lately he's been really bad with it, and he's only been dating this girl for like a couple months, according to my friend, and he mentioned that like. He's just getting like really fucking annoyed with them. Whenever I went there. We're going to a concert together, and I stopped by his place with some Chinese food. We're eating, and then we're gonna go to the concert. And I thought it was just us in there, and I heard like a sound come from the other room. I was like, oh, I was like, I don't know, like somebody else is here. He's like, oh yeah, that's my roommate. And because like I knew his roommate could hear me there, and then now I knew who's there, it just felt awkward. So I was just like, hey roommate, and then I heard him just say hey from the background, and my friend was like, don't interact with him. I was like, what? I was like, wait, what? Why? Then in the car, he told me all this shit that I'm telling you. I was like, oh okay. My God. He's like, yeah, just don't interact with him. And the shit was so funny, dude. I had to like try not to laugh when he told me that.
God, don't interact with him like he's like the. I can't even think of a joke.
I just thought that shit was so funny, dude.
Oh, fuck. Well, we're at an hour 2.
Honestly, we lasted longer than I thought we would. I feel like a senile old man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm very impressed in our performance despite being completely delirious and sleep deprived.
You know how like I don't think it was the last episode we uploaded, but I think the one before that, the one we titled like one of the episodes of all time. I feel like this is that, but like worse.
Yeah, I think it's a lot more low energy because and also it probably sounds a lot more up close and personal because it is.
It is, yeah. And I think for like the first like 20 minutes of the episode or something like that, we're both being quieter because Nick and Jazz are like down the hall.
I think I've maintained the same volume, but that's because I can hear myself.
I think I've gotten probably louder. I think I've gotten louder over like the course of this episode. So I don't know. I hope it isn't like bad, but
it's probably fine. I mean, there wasn't. I only had to raise you like a couple times.
Yeah.
So and I never had to put you down. So
yeah,
it's probably good.
Honestly, this fucking contraption you have here is like. It's cool. I've never like seen any of these like on the go like recording like interface tools. It's fucking.
It took me a while to figure out what I need, like what was the best thing to get, and and I decided on this one.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I'm very very pleased.
Yeah, honestly, it's like a lot more simple than I thought. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it only took like a couple minutes to learn how to use it.
What's the battery life on this unit?
Well, it takes 4 AA's, so however long 4 AA's last.
Oh. Dude, imagine if it just like died mid recording.
It's at 2 bars out of 3.
Okay,
it was at 3 bars for a while. I think if you were you could probably drain the battery if you just record for a long time.
Yeah, we're chilling then.
And with my SD card, I have 60 hours of recording time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Dude. Okay, what? Hold on. I feel like there's like something
important you have to say.
Something I haven't said because there's a lot of. Oh, you know what? No. This is my biggest gripe I have about this fucking Airbnb. It's the worst fucking thing. I don't even think you know what it is.
What is it?
The fucking the water on the outside of the refrigerator, like the water dispenser, doesn't fucking work. You push it down, no water comes out. I think that's a scam.
I know what that's like. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've lived in houses like that.
It's fucking terrible. I think we should get a refund, to be honest. And also, honestly, the one of the like the half bath being like in the kitchen is fucking insane. I've never
Yeah.
seen that in my life.
It's like they converted a closet into
Yeah.
a bathroom.
Yeah, this Airbnb is like so strange that there's like a real bathroom and a half bath, and the half bath is like literally in the fucking like kitchen. It's
Yeah,
so
we,
weird.
like, we were looking, we couldn't find it. We thought it was like this locked door in the bedroom.
I don't know what that door is.
And then you go, and then it was just like here. It was just there.
the door
What fuck?
the door just spawned there after we walked away.
Yeah, it's like it's what the fuck can I say? It's like I don't know. My brain is dead.
It's a weird, goofy door, but I don't know. I think
I got
think that's-
enough. I don't have any more quips or
Yeah, no,
funny jokes.
No,
or
I think
anecdotes.
that's all I got for today. After we spend a few more days here and see a bunch of nerds cosplaying at a convention and see more cool shit, maybe we have more to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll record another one. Maybe not.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the vibes are, bro.
If we don't, then hopefully you enjoyed the first ever Warrior for Safest episode recorded like live in person.
Yeah,
we're in the same room.
I feel
not
like yeah,
across the country.
we are in the same room and it's really cool and I like it, but I also feel like I don't know, this one's like really scuffed because we're just so like burnt. We've been this is our first day since travel since like getting on the plane and being here, and we're just like fucking tired. So I don't know. If you've listened to this whole thing, I hope we don't sound too brain dead, but
Yeah.
it's a cool day. I'm tired, but it was a fun day. It was fun. Other than like trying to figure out where the bathroom was. That wasn't fun. But other than
Yeah.
that, it was cool.
Excited for AX. So excited to see cosplayers.
I'm excited to buy Dead by Daylight merchandise. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
There should be more of
Excited
it
to
this year.
stand in lines
Oh yeah,
for hours.
LineCon. I miss it so much. I
Yeah,
can't wait.
Smelling other people who don't wear deodorant, and also smelling myself because I'm going to be sweating so much.
Yeah, no, I'm bringing my deodorant and my water bottle with me. I can't like not bring them.
And there's a high chance I'm catching COVID.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't get my booster.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'm
get my
raw
other.
dog and I'm unboosted.
I didn't get my second booster like I wanted to because I I wanted to get it, but I was finishing up my final projects for my class and I didn't want to feel like shit on the last day. So I was like, oh, I'll get it like on Monday after I'm done, and I just
And you
completely
never
forgot.
did?
I forgot. I just completely forgot. So I was like, oh, whatever. I got a booster like a year ago or a year and a half ago, but I haven't gotten one since.
I'm done with the scam-demic. It's over.
You know what? It was never real. Thanks for listening to this episode.
See you guys next time.